So the two problems that you were asked to do on page 9 were number 5 and number 7. We'll start with number 7 first, which is method 2. So you need to find the LCD between all of the denominators, which was x minus 2. So we'll multiply top and bottom by x minus 2. When we distribute that to the top, we're going to get 1 times the x minus 2, plus, in the second fraction, the x minus 2's will cancel, and we're just left with a 1. In the denominator, when we multiply x minus 1 times 2, we just get 1 times x minus 2. Again, the x minus 2's are going to cancel in that second fraction, and we get a minus 1. So then we'll distribute the 1. We'll end up with just an x minus 2 plus 1. Putting our like terms together, we would just have x minus 1 all over x minus 3. Since nothing can be factored, we are done with that problem. Now number 5, a little bit different, is that we have a to the negative 1. If you remember back to the previous sections, a to the negative 1 is just really 1 over a. We can't take it all the way to the denominator because of that subtraction sign. So then a to the negative 2 is really 1 over a squared. So we end up with 1 minus 1 over a, all over 1 minus 1 over a squared. What is the LCD for all our denominators? Our denominators are 1, a 1, an a, and an a squared. So the common denominator would be a squared. So we'll multiply every term by a squared. A squared times 1 is a squared. A squared times 1 over a, one of the a's will cancel, and we're left with an a on top. In the denominator, a squared times 1 is a squared. A squared times 1 over a squared, the a squareds are canceled, and I'm just left with a 1. Then we do need to try and factor. In the numerator, there's an a in common, so we'll factor out an a. We're left with a minus 1. In the denominator, we have a squared minus 1. That would be a difference of squares. So a plus 1 and a minus 1. Then we cancel any like factors that appear on top and bottom. The a minus 1's will cancel. So we're left with a over a plus 1.